This question just asks to differentiate. Differentiate means to find d by dx. So for example, if this was y, the question would be dy by dx. Okay. Now in this case, you've got two things being multiplied. So you've got this multiplied by this. So you might need something called the product rule. If you remember, the product rule is to differentiate something multiplied by something else, u multiplied by v. So the derivative of y will be u v dash plus u dash v. So if we call this u and this v, then we're going to have u v dash, so that's x squared times minus 3 sine 3x plus 2x, which is u dash, the derivative of x squared, multiplied by cos 3x. So you can rewrite that as minus 3x squared sine 3x plus 2x cosine 3x. So that's your answer to A. Okay, so that's your product rule. Oops, sorry. So the next question involves something called the quotient rule, because you're dividing. So the quotient rule looks slightly different. Whenever you have something being divided, so if y equals u over v, then the derivative of y will be v u dash minus u v dash over v squared. And the numerator is always u. So that's u. And the denominator is v. Okay, so it's always u over v. They generally give you this in the formula sheet in the exam. So again, if we say if that's y, then dy by dx will be v u dash. So v is the denominator. So it'll be x squared plus 1 times the derivative of log. The derivative of ln is 1 over x squared plus 1 multiplied by the derivative of x squared plus 1, which is 2x. Okay, so that's that term. Then there's a minus sign. Then you've got uv dash. So u is the log, no change. And v dash is the derivative of that, that's just 2x. And the denominator is v squared, so it's that squared, x squared plus 1 squared. Now we can simplify a little, because it looks like that's going to cancel with that. And you end up with 2x minus 2x ln x squared plus 1 divided by x squared plus 1 squared. So that's your answer to part B. Now, for part C, or for part 2, it's looking for something else. It's looking for the equation of the tangent to a curve. So remember, the equation for any straight line that you try to find is y minus y1 is mx minus x1. So we know the x coordinate is 2, so that's helpful. We don't know the y coordinate, so let's find the y coordinate, and then we'll need to find m. So let's find the y coordinate because that's easy. Just put 2 in there. So 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Square root of 9 is 3. And they say y is greater than 0, so we can just take y as 3. Now to find m, it's enough to find dy by dx at that point x equals 2, because they said it's the tangent. So a tangent, m is equal to dy by dx. So if we rewrite y as 4x plus 1 to the power half, then dy by dx, you can simply multiply that, subtract 1 from that, and then multiply by the derivative of this, which is 4. So this is a version of the chain rule. Okay, so that will give you 2 over square root of 4x plus 1. And we know the value of x is 2, so you can simply put 2 there. So you have the square root of 9. So it's 2 over square root of 9, 2 over 3. So we now know dy by dx is 2 over 3. So we can remove that. And we can say 2 over 3. So now we can write the final expression. Y minus y1 becomes y minus 3. So I'm rewriting this here. And again, we can leave it like that, or you can multiply everything by 3 to get rid of that. So that becomes 3y minus 9 equals 2x. Because the 3 will cancel with the 3, you get 2x minus 4. And then you can bring everything to one side, and you have 3y minus 2x minus 5 equals 0. So that is the equation of the tangent, and they said write it in this form, and that's almost the form that they asked for.